Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Today I am doing my first plan with me for 2026, and this is the week of January the 12th through the 18th. And according to the calendar, this is week 3. So I'm essentially starting my year on week 3. So I just wanted to document that for my own records. But for this plan with me, I will be in my Sterling Ink N1 planner, horizontal. I will be using the undated date stickers from Sterling Ink, the undated date sticker packet from Sterling Ink, and I will be using these days of the week. And then for the stickers, I will be using the December sticker kit from Graceful Muse Paperie. My January stickers just came yesterday, but for the spirit of Christmas, I knew that I wanted to use these stickers for the month of January. So we have already taken our trees down, but we still have a few more holiday decorations to take down. But I knew that I wanted these stickers in my January spreads. Also, I am in the Midwest. I'm in Illinois, and we will be having, I believe, a snowstorm soon. So I'm just going to still use these holiday stickers this month in my Sterling Ink planner. And I am happy to use them because they were absolutely gorgeous. I'm just loving the Christmas trees and the Christmas floral. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, for my pen of choice, this is the same pen. I usually keep 2 just in case one starts to skip. I use the Pilot Precise V5, which is a 0.5 needle tip, a basic mechanical pencil, and my old trusty EC ruler, which I realized that I like that one because it's flexible. And I never realized that that was the reason that I like my Erin Condren rulers. And I have purchased rulers recently, and I don't like them. So again, I believe it does have something to do, or all to do, with the flexibility of the ruler, plus it's clear and it's see-through. So the first thing that I'm doing is just going ahead to divide the pages. The left-hand side will be for my trackers and my tasks, and I will be using the right side to make a daily column or a weekly spread. I don't even know how you put it. I call it my daily weekly layout, but I don't know, it's kind of stacked. So whatever you want to call it, one day I'll figure out the best term for it. But I started doing this layout the end of 2025, and I did not realize how much I would love. I didn't realize how much I would love a layout like this, where I do have my weekly overview, but I have like space for dailies, because I learned that I don't need a full page per day, but I do need space just to jot things down. So because there are only 6 boxes, I do split Saturday and Sunday. Just because I'm trying to get better at it. But I tend not to even use my planners on the weekend. So that's why I do stack the weekend. All right, so now what I'm going to do, I've learned that I like to position my days going across. I tried to go down Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That did not work for me. And I'm using the Sterling Ink stickers because you will see it looks as if I bought the planner this way. And the fact that I'm using her planner with the same font as her stickers, those things just make me happy. And I think what I'm going to do, because this layout works so well for me. I may do it one day this week with you all. I think that I want to start just setting up my planner for the whole month. And then the plan with me's, I can just put in the plans. Because as you all see, I do tend to try new things. And I think that's the fun of being in this community. And also just buying new things. Like, you want to try it. But I know what works for me. And so even though you guys will see me planning other planners, you will see me buy other planners. I do honestly believe that the N1, the way that I've been using it, the way that I've been using it works best for me. So let me go ahead and fix that. I don't know why that Friday sticker would not go on straight. So again, I will go ahead and stack the weekend. And you'll also notice that I don't put the dates over here because the dates are here. I only do this so that I can have a specific day or a specific space per day. However, the date, if I need it, it's right here on the left. So this is perfect. I really like this. And I will continue to do this until I can't do it anymore. So now let me go ahead and put down some stickers just to make me feel better, because I have not used any of these stickers this year. None. And I know what stickers I'm looking for. I'm looking for these. Yep. And then I cut them. So I learned that I like these stickers. Oh, right at the top. Yes. They are so pretty. And I did a video on this kit, but it was simply gorgeous. So I'm just going to go ahead and line the top. That's why you'll see I leave these 2 grids. I use these to put stickers here, but I also like to line up the pages. I like to line up the right side with the left, just because I like the consistency of the look. Then I'm just taking my cut tool just to trim this. And I will use this for the other side. I feel like I haven't used stickers in so long. And I think for me, and I know I talked about this in another video, but I'm really just coming to myself since the holidays are over. Because I do have a school-age daughter, and oh my gosh, when school is not in session, that girl worries me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and trim a little bit off the edge here. And I think what I'm doing is sort of like, before I start putting the plans in, just kind of putting a little deco just to frame the page and get the foundation started. So I think that would be so fun. And now what I'm gonna do is just trim this little bit off the top. And I have scissors, but I don't think scissors work too well for me with these teeny tiny pieces. So we'll just use the ruler to set the scraps on for now. All right. So this is how it's going so far. So here is where I'm gonna go ahead and put in my tracker. And I'm gonna put in my tracker and then I will come back because there's a few things that I'm adding on the tracker, and I want to make sure that I do this right. So I'm going to go ahead, put in the tracker, and then I will come back once the tracker is done. All right, you guys. So here are the habits that I'm tracking this week. My habit tracker does change from time to time. There may be like one thing or one thing that I may add or something that I take away, but typically the top portion stays the same because these are things that my goal is to do, if not every day, most days. So read the Bible, take my probiotics, vitamins, and then I have iron supplements because I don't take those every day. My goal is to take those a few times a week, but I got to be careful with the iron. If you know, you know, and if you don't, I'm not going to talk about it because it's kind of gross. But I'm sorry, had some pencil shavings. But exercise and skincare. So these are things that I would typically do in the morning. So that's why I like to put those first. And then I have YouTube, Instagram, book work and book reading, journaling, affirmations, and personal learning. So this is where I do want to track those things that I told you guys in the last video. I want to track things that's going to take me from where I am to where I want to be. I'm still going to put these things in the quarterly section of my other book, but I like keeping this here on the weekly spread because all of these things won't go on the quarterly pages. So I like to see how my week is going based on these things that I've done. One of the things that I also did in the past was I would track my mood. And I really did like that. Like, I don't know, it was something about seeing how these things affect my mood, or even just seeing if my mood is affected by the month or the day of the week. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that back also. And so for my mood, I just track the days that I am energized. Some days I just have a good day. It doesn't mean that I'm necessarily energized, but I'm pretty happy. And then I'll have a neutral day where it's, either or. It can go either way. I am tired a lot, so I do want to track just the days that I'm exhausted. And this is how I realized that my Mondays have to be my Mondays, I have to take it easy because I learned from my planners that my Mondays, I am just exhausted. And it's not because it's Monday, the Monday blues. It is because I am mentally exhausted from the house over the weekend. So I do want to track the days. I'm just really exhausted. Something else I wanted to track too. I don't know if it was I think it was anxious. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to track if there's a day that I'm just really anxious. And then I also want to track any depression. I typically don't deal with depression a lot, but I have in the past. And with depression, I know that it can sneak up on you. So I do want to track if there's a day that I'm just feeling off or feeling sad. I do want to track that. So these are my habit trackers, and it feels so good to be back in this planner that I know. So now what I want to do, I want to go ahead and highlight my work schedule, and I want to pick a color that complements the top border or the border colors. And since I don't have, I don't really keep red markers, but I would do a red. I don't want to pull from this green. I think I want to pull from this soft pink. So I am just going to go through my colored markers to go ahead and pick out a soft pink. So I guess I probably should put the swatches in the other book as well, but this these are my colors right here. They are in my A5 vertical, and I liked putting them in here just so that I can see which colors I have, and then I put numbers on them. So I think I'm gonna go with this number 6, like this brownish color. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this number 6 right here. And if you missed my last video, these markers from Aloyster do not have a color on them. So the only thing that I did was took these stickers that I got from Amazon. I just numbered them all, and then I just stuck them on the markers, and then that way I'll know at least which color I want to use. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make space for my work schedule. And I think I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave space for both jobs. So I picked up a part-time job in October, and I still work my full-time job, which is working from home. And I think that it would benefit me to just put in my work schedule even when I'm off. And also with my part-time job, I can calculate my hours. What I've been doing is like the days that I work, the days that I'm off from my part-time job, I haven't been putting them in my planner. But I think that it would be smart for me to do that. And then I am just going to make a double line. I almost forgot to do this. And I do like leaving a space between the two, even though in the past I've done a spread where I haven't. Now look at this. So I saw that I had up here, I had went up the ruler, but I did not think it was smear, but that's okay. It's just a little smudge, but I should have cleaned it off because I saw when I did it. So right now, again, I'm just putting in the space for me to put in my work hours. And my primary job, I don't work weekends, but just for the sake of consistency, I do just want to go ahead and put in both spaces so I can really, again, see where my time is being spent, but also looking at my work schedule and calculating my hours. So this side is going to be for my work schedule, which I will probably log in later or tomorrow because I do want this to dry. Also, these markers do not bleed through and they barely shadow. So this is how it looks with it lifted off the page. Of course, if you press down, you can see, but I just wanted to show you these do not, they don't shadow or bleed through. So what am I going to do next? Now this, I want to do something. And I was thinking about this too. I was like, I want to do something a little bit spicy. Yes, I said spicy. I love these stickers, and I do want to go ahead and put a sticker here on this side of the page. And let me put a Christmas sticker. And we did take our Christmas trees down and things like that, but I just want like some little touch of a Christmas tree here because we are in the middle. We're in the middle of the month now. I waited too long. So I think I probably will use, ooh, the snowman, he's so cute. I'll wait for this. Let me go ahead and finish this section. So I have my habit tracker. I know I want to put a piece of deco right here because that piece of deco will separate It will separate my habit tracker from the rest of the spread. Oh, that's so cute, but I do want to use the gifts. And there's some, oh, it's a cute little bow. Nah, I'll leave the bow out. I'll put that bow somewhere else. Let's see. And I'm just looking elsewhere to see if it's something else that I want to add here just to help fill the space. Maybe this one. Okay. And now at the bottom, down here is where I will be listing my, I'm trying to think, my goals. That's what I want to do. I want to list my goals for the week. Okay, I'm gonna highlight. I was trying to decide if I wanted to make a header, and I wanted to say weekly goals. And this is gonna be the goal section. Now, this large portion on the left, I'm gonna go ahead and make this my to-do list. Gonna make this my to-do list. And I was not certain if I was gonna do this, but it's like, why not? I like trying new things in my planner. I like trying new layouts. I just do. And I think that's the hobby. Sorry to shake you. I think that's the hobby portion, and that's the fun part. Even though, of course, our planners are a tool, they still could be fun. That's why we buy so many. So I'm thinking that this will be my running to-do list, and I'm going to make a priority section. And then my priority section will be these first 7 boxes. And then the rest will be to-dos and reminders. And priorities for me, I shouldn't have that many priorities as opposed to reminders. So that will just keep me on task, because sometimes I may have like 1 or 2 things that are really pressing. So I wanted to give those priority space. I also want to have a reminder section. And she's cute. I don't know what I want to put here. See, I like this picture with this lady. So because I don't have that many to-dos right now, I can afford to put some extra stickers down. And my goal is not to have a lot of to-dos that are undone. The purpose for me is to write them in and get them done. That's the purpose. And where is that bow? I do want to put this bow somewhere. I do want to put this bow. I'll put it right here. And I don't know why, but I just wanted to put it right there. So now, since I have my page set up, I do want to go ahead and show you, I want to kind of talk about goals just a little bit, even though my goals will have its own video, but give me just a moment. I want to show you all how I'm using this Erin Condren dashboard. Let me just show you, first off, I did cut off the coils. And I just made this like a, I don't know what you call it. I know the girls were doing something before where they had the sticky notes and things, but I thought this dashboard would be good to help me plan my week based on, just based on the day. So I have a weekly overview, and this is what my week would look like in a perfect world. But then I can look at this and kind of give me, I guess, give me the help in planning my week, because then I can look at appointments and say, okay, I have to move these things around. But this is the overall plan for me. And then I'm trying to avoid that light. But then on this side, let me just turn this off. Okay, that's a lot better. So let me show you this again. So this is my makeshift weekly overview. And again, it's just a bird's eye view of what my week will look like on a perfect week. If I can do everything, this is most likely when it will get done. And all of these things are based on my personal goals for the year. And I haven't shared those with you all yet because, again, I guess my year is just getting started. But I did want to show you how I set up this dashboard, or what I wrote on it. And then this is just a way for me to be accountable throughout the day, or even a reminder. So like I can literally take this dashboard and just walk around the house and just look at things that need to get done. But I just gave myself a few notes, like load the dishwasher or wash the dishes throughout the day. Tidy the house in 10-minute increments. Does it take 5 minutes or less? Ooh, this is a big one. Do it right away. And I had this on a sticky note for a long time and never did it. And this is just not a reminder, but this is kind of just like a list of my daily tasks. And if I'm ever sitting, and I'm like, oh, I'm so bored, or what do I need to do? I can pull this off and say, oh, did you empty the dishwasher? Did you journal? Did you sweep the floor? Did you meal prep? So this is what I will be using to help plan the week. And that way, when I get here, I will have something to kind of help me reference. So I did want to show you guys that. Even if you don't see it in future videos, I just want you to know that I do have that little helper. And I just bought this when I bought that notebook with my Erin Condren points. So I do want to go ahead and now plan the week. So now on Monday, I work both jobs, so Monday not a lot happens. So I'll probably end up putting a sticker here. Tuesday, I work one job, but I know on Tuesday I want to film. Let's see, I want to film a video. Actually, I want to film on Tuesday and Wednesday. And possibly Thursday. And the reason I'm putting this first is because if I do end up filming a video, it will be in the morning. And then I can film the video and then edit later. So that's what I want to do for these 3 days. Monday, let's just put a sticker on that. Oh no, I'm sorry. Let's not do that. On Mondays, I like to do my weekly weigh-in. I almost forgot. Do my weekly weigh-in. Check my stats. Okay, and that is all for Monday. Where's that cute little girl with the Christmas tree? She's gonna go right here for Monday. Yeah, she's too big. Let's see. Yeah, we'll put that one there. I'm just seeing what'll fit now. Well, that's cute. I like that one better. So yeah. Oh, I've been really wanting to play with some stickers. I promise you, I have. Now, if I put this here, dang it, it'll be too big. Okay, that one will fit perfectly. But I'm going to use these Christmas stickers up. That I will be doing. Okay. So on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, my plan is to film. Will it happen? I don't know. Wednesday, I do want to do laundry. Even though it's on my board for Tuesday, I doubt if it will get done. So I'm going to move that to Wednesday. And then Thursday, I do clean the fridge and collect the trash throughout the house so that either my husband or son can take the trash out for Friday. Now, we're not going grocery shopping this weekend because we just went last weekend for 2 weeks. But on Saturday, my youngest does need to vacuum the floors. And we need to clean the bathrooms. And my son will typically mop, so I won't put that here. So now let's see. I do want to film. Oh, and let me show you all something too. I'm going to walk you all through this entire notebook where I put my goals. And I did the annual goals here. So I don't even know if I'll be writing in my Moxie life. But for the month of January, the things that I'm really focusing on is setting up routines, cleaning the house, and my self-care. And I put this on my community wall, but I was for real. I'm not focusing on a lot of brain heavy tasks. I'm going to put that off until next month. So for the most part, this month, my plans and things will be like things that I enjoy, like filming my videos or decluttering and things like that. So I will add in my work schedule. I will add in my priorities. I cannot think of any of these to-dos, and then these will be my goals. So since I brought up goals, you know what I want to do? I forgot. See, this is why we write things down. So I do want to work out at least 3 times this week. And that would probably happen Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So I'm just going to go ahead and add that in. Because school just started back from the holiday break, there's not any holiday or there's not any school specific things we need to pay attention to. There's no concerts, there's no meetings, there's none of that. So Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll be doing laundry, probably Thursday too. But I'll just leave the laundry for Wednesday and probably Friday. You know what? I'll just leave laundry on for Wednesday but I know I'm not going to finish it one day. And I do want to, let's see. Friday, I think I do want to do a face mask. And I usually work all weekend, so that's going to be blank. Oh Yeah, and I do want to put some decor right here at the bottom because I want to use my stickers. So I want to put something at the bottom. Oh, this will be perfect. Let's see. I think I'll do the plaid at the bottom. No, I'll do the snowflakes. Let's see. Oh, I could do this wide washi at the bottom. See, I didn't plan on doing that. Now we're just going to trim this off and save this. Oh, that's nice. See, I didn't think it was going to be that nice. And now I'm going to line it with some of these snowflakes. Oh, y'all. But what I'm going to do is I'm not going to take it completely off. I'm just going to fold it, because I know I'm not going to use the whole thing. And hopefully this will work the way I think it's going to work. I'm just going to grab these tweezers to help position it. Okay, I like that. So this is where we're gonna leave the plan with me for now. And then you guys, oh, this is pretty actually. Oh, see, I buy all of these stickers and barely use them. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this here because the video has been long. So I probably will come back tomorrow and just fill some of these things in, and that will be fun. And then we can see the progression of the video. But I have the main things down. And we all know with planners and plan with me's, life continues. So I'll try to come back on tomorrow and write in the plans. But you all, this turned out really good. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go. But thank you so much for watching. Talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.